Alright, this is the final part of the story, so for those of you first watching this, and I know there's not many that watch it as of, well, now, you might want to go and click the link in the description because this will take you down to the first video. Anyways, so basically the four heroes just stand there. Spider-Woman 2099, Sergeant Texas, the Emerald Spider-Man, and the Emerald Spider. They all four engage Time Lord, which Time Lord just casually smacks them away. The only one still standing at this point is Sergeant Texas, who uses his regeneration energy within himself to ramp up his speed, strength, and quick thinking, his accelerated vision. He can now see further into the future. However, Time Lord thought the same thing, and so the fight just pretty much came to a stalemate. Eventually they ramped up their speed and strength so much that whenever they were hitting each other, shockwaves were coming off them, which broke the glass windows on buildings around them. Eventually, their regeneration energy both ran out. And there they are, sitting in a crater. It's just down to their fighting skills now. However, as all hope seems lost, and Sergeant Texas is about to be taken down, he then sends out a signal that goes through time to several time zones to the same TARDIS in all these time zones. Then all the doctors appear, from 1 to 11. So, then, surprised, Time Lord just looks around. Sergeant Texas gets up, and he says, This is what you could possibly become. Is this what you want?" Then all the doctors unanimously agree that they would find another way. So, then all of a sudden, Time Lord just disappears. Miguela and Sergeant Texas both limp to a TARDIS, which they assume is Sergeant Texas's. Sergeant Texas seems to be reeling. It seems not reeling, but seems to be in pain. Sergeant Texas then says, "The timeline is changing. I can see it all now, everything. Soon I won't be here." Sergeant Texas then says, I knew you loved me, Miguela. Honestly, I did. Truth is, I love you too. I just didn't want to hurt you. And I also didn't want to pain myself. I've already lost my wife. She says, "You've been pushing me away your entire life. Well, the entire time you've known me, sorry." Then she says, "Just let me in. Just this once." And she kisses him as he disappears from existence. She then wonders, why is she still here? Then the Matt Smith doctor comes out and he says, I bet you thought this was his TARDIS. Well, you're wrong. It's mine. Yes, I found a way to keep you from disappearing from existence. You'll still exist. You'll even remember what happened in the other timeline. However, I am afraid it's possibly that only you and I truly know what happened. There's something I want to show you." He then takes her to the cemetery, and a statue of Sergeant Rawls is there, of him when he was young and in the New Texas Republic Army. As she's leaving the TARDIS, the Doctor asks Spider-Woman 2099, "Will you call me if you need me?" She walks out and says nothing. She then falls on her knees in front of the statue in the memorial and just starts weeping softly. Then a hand is put on her shoulder, and she looks up to see the Peter Capaldi Doctor, and he says, "Well, he asked you a question. It seems you didn't answer. Let me ask you another one. What will you do now? Will you sit here and mope and whine over what's happened? Or will you follow his example and be the best hero you can be? The choice is up to you." So he walks off, leaving her to ponder. Then, her enhanced hearing hears someone screaming in a burning building in the distance. She takes one last look at the statue, and she nods. Then she swings off, and that's how we end the story. Now, I'm probably going to make a follow-up video. Basically saying what's changed in the continuity. And don't worry, this probably isn't the end of the story. However, this is how I did want to end the big main story. Whenever I have time, I'm going to make smaller stories, basically following other characters, and basically other videos explaining, like, what my big multiverse and all this. So, until then, Sergeant Rawls out.